And welcome back to a midweek edition of the Penner File. Checking out the scoreboard heading into Friday and Saturday of the Elite Eight to see who will have the opportunity to have the Dinner of Champions in checkout with a shot next week to win the Ultimate Checkout Experience for the Ultimate Champions. We've got Gareth Penner on the phone. Gareth, are you there?
Aaron, I am, and thanks for having me on midweek. I appreciate it.
Well, let's check out the scoreboard. The first matchup, Christian Debay 279 to Sarah Maddock 278. It's a close one at this point.
Aaron, I've been keeping my eye on this one the entire time, and Christian Debay, the eight seed, the eight. I don't know if we've ever had an eight seed in the Final Four, but Christian's making a strong push. And then you got the upstart, Sarah Maddock, the B contract, second summer, Killer B. I don't know who's going to come out of this one, but it's going to be exciting to watch how it finishes up.
In the next matchup, Heather Dutton 241, Rachel Hoyme 221. Gareth, what have you been seeing here so far?
This one is, Rachel Hoyme is a girl near and dear to my heart. We like, approaching the job the same way. Country, small town, bouncing around. And then there's Heather Dutton, who, again, I find absolutely terrifying. I tried to approach her one time on a scissor, long story. Smiling, nicest girl in the world, but the whole time I couldn't shake that feeling that, she might want to just, punch me right in the face. And, later in the week she did. So, it's going to be interesting to see Friday, Saturday, who's going to really swing for the fence in this one. Not to use a cliche, but, there it is.
In the next matchup, we have Heather Fisk at 230 and Brooke Fargo 198.
Aaron, this is what I would like to call the matchup of pretty much two of the nicest girls in the entire world. I hate to see either one of them lose, and, I think they probably do too. They're the type that on a Sunday meeting at the end is going to be like, I'm so sorry that I beat you this week. I really am. And, I think they would mean it. And girls, I don't want to throw extra, pressure on this week, but I've decided that the winner of this matchup, I'm just going to go ahead and propose at the end of the summer. So, sorry, Ben Clem, my roommate, but, if Brooke wins, they're just nice girls. What can I say?
And in the final two manager matchup, Zach Slaybaugh 241 and John Stutz a bit slow out of the gate, 61 earlier this week.
Aaron, even though, don't sleep on John, because even though he's had a bit of a slow start to the week, when I talked to John at the beginning of the week, he kind of even felt bad he was playing against Zach. And, he said, Aaron, watch me the first 4 days of the week. It's going to be kind of like the dad, playing pickup basketball with the son in the driveway. I'm just going to go ahead and spot Zach about 150 units, because everyone likes a comeback. And so, he has. And Friday, Saturday is going to be interesting. We'll see if he can make the comeback all the way. We're gonna be seeing him blocking shots, talking trash. It's gonna be fun to watch.
In the first of our first year matchups, we have Liz Sweat 107, Sam Ash 69.
Aaron, at the beginning of this tournament, I picked Sam Ash to come out of this bracket. And, Liz, I could not be more impressed with this girl. I couldn't. But, I'm going to stick with my gut. I don't want to change my prediction this time. I think Sam's going to finish the week strong and take it home. I do.
In the next matchup, we have Anna Tomovsky, 147, Trent, 36.
Aaron, again, not to toot my own horn, but toot. I picked Anna Tomovsky to come out of this bracket from the beginning, and I also predicted Trent as a first-round upset watch. Now, Trent has proven me wrong so far, but I think it's time that it's caught up with him. We'll see.
Gareth, I wouldn't totally sleep on Trent. He's had some big days this summer, and I think he could turn it around if he decided just to fully get his head back in the ballgame.
I suppose, but I really think that ship has sailed. I do. I'm just going to go ahead and write him off and just pencil Anna in. So, Anna, take the next 2 days off. Just work on the tan a little bit.
Yeah, Anna, please don't listen to Gareth. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, though, put it in the bag. Trent is done.
In the next of our first year matchups, we have Nate Strahl 234 to Tyler Black's 98.
This is another one where Nate, just go see a movie or something. Lay out on a park bench, take it easy, bro, because this one's done.
All right, yeah, Gareth, if you could stop telling first years not to work, that'd be awesome.
That's a good point. And if I know Nate, he's a guy that's not even thinking about that now. He's saying, "I want to be on the front of the pace setter. I want to be the number one first year in the company this week." 'Cause that's just how that guy's wired. And I really think he could. But and the more I think about it, Tyler Black, he has had some big days this summer already. He's one of those cats that as a first year can go for 70 to 100 units like that. So, a couple big days, Friday, Saturday, and this could really turn into an interesting matchup. We'll see.
And in our final matchup,
Aaron, and I'm sorry to interrupt again, but, again, toot, toot, I called this one as well, and this might be 3 out of 3.
yeah, well, we'll see. There's a lot of time left, Gareth. And yes, please stop interrupting me. But we have in our final matchup, Vicky Varberg 203, Nick Warner 126.
There's part of me, Aaron, that's kind of kicking myself. At the beginning of this entire tournament, out of this bracket, I picked Nam from Vietnam. I haven't even met the kid. I just like the name. And it's starting to make me wonder, should have I went with the legacy pick, the Varbergs. Vicky, I don't know if everyone realizes this, but she's like the 43rd Varberg to sell books. Don't check my math on that, but there's been a lot of them. And, there's something about pedigree. She's like the Kentucky Wildcats. My own UK of this tournament. And, she's going to be tough to take out.
Well, that's been this edition of the Penner File. Thanks for tuning in, and look out for Sunday when we unveil the winners of the Final Four in a special edition of Penner versus Penner on the Penner File.